All right, black folk, melanated family, what's up, tribe? That is Yo-Yo with I Got Played. Did you hear that song? My goodness. I want to thank you for joining 91.9 True Hue, Black Folk Radio. Colored Entertainment. You have entered CD and Vinyl Archives with DJ John. With that being said, okay. So in the beginning, I went over the Rep.Club. That is a black-owned bookshop, okay, where you can find black-owned authors and black books. Alrighty, and the website is fly, okay? And I also, I said that I don't celebrate Valentine's Day myself, but I know a lot of my people on social media do. There's a black-owned chocolate that I mentioned yesterday called Chocolate Theory, and there's also a black-owned candle company, Harlem Candle Company, okay? Look them up and see if the ingredients in their candles are good for you and buy some. We have everything that anybody else got. With that being said, in the kids' corner, there's a thing called Puzzle Huddle, okay? Go over to their website and see what you like and go support, all right? Harper Eamon dolls. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but my baby probably got like 7 or 8 of them. I love those black-owned dolls, okay? Yes. Shopping black-owned is not a protest. It is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. So with that being said, we're going to go get into another quote, or the last quote. You've got to learn to leave the table when love is no longer being served. That is Nina Simone. The reason why I do what I do is because of this quote. I feel like I am not, what's the word that I'm looking for? I'm not being loved in a lot of these circles. If you're not being loved if you feel like you're not being loved in your family, you feel like you're not being loved in your circle, get the fuck up from the table, okay? Get up from the table. I'm trying to find my card, y'all. Get up from the table. You've got to learn to leave the table when love is no longer being served, okay? With all of these companies out there, we're getting slapped in the face all the time with how they do us in the stores. It's time that we leave them, period. Fuck a boycott, just stop, okay? And I know people are saying, oh, well, you're on social media and this and that. I guess one step at a time, okay? People are trying to build businesses, and unless you're out there in the streets every single day, social media is a tool. So with that being said, Fanbase is another social media site that you should be on, black owned. So go on over there and see what they're about as well. I am. You can find me on 91.9 True Hue on the Fanbase, okay? And I think I have one more thing. Yes. One more before I let y'all get to the get down with the music, okay? Sometimes I feel discriminated against, but it does not make me angry. It merely astonishes me. How can anybody deny themselves the pleasure of the company of me? It's beyond me. That's Zora Neale Hurston, okay? Sometimes we feel discriminated against in our own families, in our circles, like, it sucks that I don't have my mother's side of the family. I am definitely discriminated against, We're not perfect. I've made mistakes. I done some fucked up shit. But I know that it has been equally done back to me in so many ways. And one wrong does not make a right. And 2 lefts don't make it wrong. Or whatever. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And if you have continuously tried to keep that door open, sometimes, like Oprah Winfrey says, you got to know which bridges to cross and which bridges to burn. And if the bridge is done, don't try to cross back over. That's all I got to say about that, okay? Don't stay where you're discriminated against. Just and be like, oh, they are missing out on such a great human, which they are. Which they are. So with all of that being said, my loves, I hope that you enjoyed your time with me today, with our Black-owned businesses and birthdays. You know, Debbie Allen, Aaliyah, Sade, and Twigs. Oh, I'm sorry. And the girl from Miss, and I don't have my paper, she's from Bad Girls Club. Happy birthday. Just thank y'all for joining me on 91.9 True View. You are exiting CD and Vinyl Archives after 5 more songs. But don't go anywhere because our music plays 24/7. And when you start hearing the rock music and you start hearing the country music, don't run, babies. Because guess what? It is us. And I love to hear all of us and what we have to offer. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Melanated family. I love you. Up next, we have Toni Braxton with How Many Ways? Count the ways. Woo! Have a great Friday, y'all. Thank you for joining me. Later.